Hello and welcome to a special showcase version of Finance, Equity and Inclusion from ITM Business.
The cost of living crisis shows no signs of wavering, but the fintech sector has the power to provide a fairer financial future. We've been meeting those using innovation, technology and sustainability to help people and the economy.
At the moment, 1 million people are unbanked, 30 million people aren't financially resilient. If we were able to bring all those people fully into the financial ecosystem, that could be worth £7 billion a year to the UK economy.
Follow along and we dive into the facts of a quick pension brief.
And we've been finding out how fintechs are joining forces to reach those struggling in these difficult financial times. The UK is home to many of the world's largest fintech companies, and 98% of fintechs are contributing to the UK's economy and growth.
We know that today, 8 out of every 10 individuals in the UK are at least using one fintech tool on a regular basis. We also know that more than 50% of all SME lending in the UK is being done by fintechs. We released a report in collaboration with Accenture that is looking to quantify the impact of financial technology. And we found that 98% of the fintech ecosystem here in the UK is having a positive impact on the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. And more than a quarter of our community is directly addressing the issue of inequality through offering greater access to more products. So we're seeing a huge positive impact that this community of fintech and financial innovators is providing.
And finance that's fair for everyone is important.
We want to make sure that fintech is a force for good. We want to make sure that fintech empowers individuals, companies, SMEs to contribute to a better society, to allow all of us to answer the question, why do we exist? And why do we as companies make the world a better place?
And many people in the world need help. War and environmental disasters have led to 100 million displaced people. The UN Refugee Agency works to help them build a better future. After receiving life-saving food, shelter and water, refugees then need access to finance.
So for refugees, there are barriers to be able to access financial services. One of them is documentation. In many countries, refugees lack the documentation or the permission to be able to open a bank account or even get a SIM card or use mobile money. And then another barrier is exclusion from digital services. There's issues of access, there's issues of affordability, and also low digital literacy among refugees. And so a lot more needs to be done to help refugees, educate them about online safety, about misinformation, about scams and fraud, and to help them be able to access the digital economy.
Technology can help the excluded and the underrepresented.
My mum was a kind and lovely, generous lady. She would take money out of the cash point 2 or 3 times a day and give that cash away.
Jane Sibley's mum, June, lived with dementia for 7 years before her death. It reached a point where the family had no choice but to take away June's access to her money in order to protect her finances. It led to Jane creating the first debit card for people living with dementia. In partnership with MasterCard and the Alzheimer's Society, Sibstar enables the person living with dementia to have a debit card and the caregiver an app where they can set how and where that money is used. Research shows being independent and socially active can slow down dementia.
What we're able to do when a company like Sibstar comes to us with an idea is to be able to connect that idea, how they connect their consumers, into our network. So all of a sudden, that payment card can access all the merchants that accept payments across the UK.
MasterCard is continually developing innovations to include more people across financial services.
This is an amazing legacy in memory of your mum.
Yeah. When I got the first Sibstar card, I went to see her and I showed her. Yeah, that was good, wasn't it? I think she looked pleased. Yeah, I think she understood on some level, and you know, that's enough.
It's important to help people when the going gets tough. At some point, many people require a short-term loan, but they usually come with high interest rates. Credit Spring is a membership loan service that offers no-interest short-term loans for a fixed monthly fee and financial education to help people regain control of their money.
When you borrow at very high interest rates, one small mistake turns a small problem into a big problem. But here's the thing, Short-term loans need to exist in this country. 40% of the population has less than £100 of savings. They need access to short-term credit. But as of today, there's very, very few lenders who will enter the short-term space. You cannot get a loan in this country under £1,000 or under a year without going to a payday loan or an overdraft. And we think this is wrong. This is why we started Credit Spring, to solve this need. We removed the interest rate and charged just a simple fixed monthly fee. So number one, you make it very easy to understand exactly how much it's going to cost you, no tricky interest rates. And number two, even more importantly, without an interest rate attached, there's no risk of a debt spiral. You'll never pay more than what you thought you were going to pay when you bought the product.
Most forecasts show that the pressure on people's lives from the cost of living crisis will persist for some time.
More and more people are struggling to pay their bills, have missed payments, are not able to feed their children, are, just in arrears on rent or mortgages.
Zopa Bank, together with ClearScore, have developed the 2025 FinTech Pledge, a cross-industry coalition of partners with a goal to build up the financial resilience of UK consumers by 2025. Zopa Bank and ClearScore are funding the Money Charity's financial wellbeing workshops to help people, including vulnerable groups such as those who are homeless, refugees, care leavers, or people who live with disabilities.
You can do really amazing things with all of these fintech products. Switch your savings, get in control of your pensions, find extra money, control your credit score, get a new interest rate, refinance your debt. So these little actions can make a big difference.
They've also created a TikTok campaign called Mastermind Money that has useful tips on personal finances.
Today we have more than 1 million customers, but if you look at the whole coalition, it has more than 20 million customers. So we're able to reach a far greater number of consumers in the UK, which is incredibly important.
And opening up opportunities to more people can help everyone. Investing in prime property has traditionally been the preserve of the super rich, while property developers have often struggled to find funding options. However, a platform spearheaded by Capital Rise is changing this. It lends money to property developers, but is funded by a much wider range of investors, making it possible to invest from just £1,000.
Prime real estate is an asset class which really, up until Capital Rise, was not available. And the returns are, very good on a risk-adjusted basis.
What we do is we analyse and source opportunities on a daily basis that fit our lending criteria and cherry pick the best ones to lend. We've so far lent over 300 million worth of loans. We've repaid over 143 million to our investors, and that's a testament as a result of the level of expertise that we have.
We are very flexible, we do make fast decisions, there's not a lot of bureaucracy, we're relatively small, 30 people based out of offices in Mayfair. All of the decision makers meet on a regular basis, so we can make very quick decisions when we need to.
Speeding up processes helps grow the economy. Moving money across borders can be a slow and costly process for SMEs. Helping to make it easier is Free Market, a platform for cross-border payments and currency exchange.
We're very much on a mission to build the most comprehensive cross-border payments network and ensure that we can give SMEs a real-time platform through which they can manage their global liquidity and ensure that they can access an entire pool of tier 1 banks, as opposed to going through the headache and the pains of onboarding very fragmented and disparate providers.
We essentially go out and get all the banking relationships, all the products that they offer, and integrate them into one platform. So that then allows our clients that rather than them having multiple bank accounts, set up with multiple different people, they can just be with us and have access to all of that.
Making life easier are subscriptions. Billions of us are signed up across the world. One of the companies at the forefront of this revolution is Minna Technologies.
We sell software to retail banks and merchants. Essentially, we help consumer manage subscription like Spotify, Disney, Netflix in their banking application. So we're connecting consumer like you and I with subscription businesses which are growing inside the banking channels.
The subscription economy is already worth $650 billion and forecast to grow to $1.5 trillion by 2025. Aptitude Software is the brand behind eSuite, which is a powerful subscription, billing and revenue management platform.
So the joy of the combination of Minna and Aptitude is that it gives not only our clients in terms of the vendors of these subscriptions tons of flexibility on the way that they engage with their consumers, but it also gives consumers a lot of flexibility as well.
Something we did innovatively together with Minna Technologies is that you can very smoothly take the saving money you have when you cancel the subscription, and with 2 clicks utilize that to open a savings account where you get interest. And this is very easy and intuitive and very popular among our customers.
Whether using bank accounts, credit cards, mortgages or investments, we expect them to be managed efficiently on our behalf. Core Labs is using technology to digitise product management and improve the way financial services do business.
We ensure that they deliver products with demonstrable benefits. We help them monitor those products to ensure that they're delivering the right outcomes and also delivering value for money. And we ensure that over time that those products stay up to date with evolving market trends.
Hargreaves Lansdown is the UK's #1 investment platform for private investors.
Core Labs and their technology will allow us to get feedback from clients very quickly. We can integrate that into our product management process, and we can be agile and nimble in how we change, deliver, design and progress our products and services.
If we can just find the peace of mind and the time and the tools and the information that are required to reconnect with the mission, then we can do an immense good for society.
Thanks for watching Finance, Equity and Inclusion. The full programme is available to view on the ITN Business Hub. The details are on the screen here. From me and the team at ITN Business, goodbye.